안녕하세요. Welcome back to Limpeh's over 40 BJJ journey, right? I'm just making this video to share some things with you guys. I'm not a white belt trying to teach white belts. I'm not a beginner trying to teach beginners, but just through my videos, I hope to share with other people, beginners or not, things that I realized or discovered along this journey of trying to pick up Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu at my age, right? And today I just really want to share my realizations about bad positions. See, when we come to Jiu-Jitsu, you know, I always, like when I first came, I always asked my professor, my coach, you know, how should I improve my Jiu-Jitsu? What should I focus on? And they always tell me the same thing, and I'm sure you hear the same answers too. Just practice surviving in bad positions, right? But right, look, as a white belt, or especially as like someone like me who has done stand-up martial arts all my life, from Muay Thai to Chinese martial arts to Taekwondo and all these things, just learn. They are telling me, what they are telling me is as good as telling me, hey, you want to learn Jiu-Jitsu? First learn to get whacked. It's like, man, I come here to learn to whack people, man. I didn't come here to learn how to get whacked, man. So a lot of white belts like myself, you start to learn, you want to learn how to pass the guard, you want to learn how to attack and do the submissions, right? Who wants to go into a row just to get into a bad position and then, you know, feel uncomfortable? But now I realized how important, like, really starting out in your bad positions is so important. Why? Because now I realized that first of all, as someone who is used to being in a stand-up game or a striker, just looking at that opponent from this angle is something of a paradigm shift. Okay, when in stand-up martial arts, when you look at your opponent from this angle and you see this scene, that means you're dead. It means you lost the game. Okay, right or not? Right or not? So this is not something we're used to. And when you see your opponent, its face on top of you like this, what happens? We naturally panic. This is why, as white belts, you know, including myself when I first started, if I feel very afraid and panicky whenever I'm in bad positions, and you know, and when that happens, you start to push and frame, and then you waste a lot of energy, and then that's why we cannot last 5 minutes in a row. You see how this thing connects. And I see a lot, like when we first start Jiu-Jitsu, just because we're so afraid of getting into those bad positions, of looking at the scene of the opponent's face on top of us in the sky, like God. Because we're so afraid of that, we end up pushing too hard in our top game. You try to pass too hard, you try to hold on too much, so basically we're always using too much energy, and again, what happened after 5 minutes, you just run out of energy, exhausted. That's not Jiu-Jitsu. So then I realized that really the key to overcoming this spazzing, overcoming this fear, overcoming using too much energy, and to really feel comfortable in a role is really do what the professor and the coach says. Start in bad positions. Get used to that view. Get used to that pressure, get used to the discomfort as quickly as possible. Once I realized that once I got used to all that thing, now I'm very comfortable in a row. I don't use too much energy, because boom, when I feel like he's got it, instead of when you feel like he's got it, and you're full of fear, you use all your energy to try to resist, right? But that's the wrong way to do. When you feel like it's got it, okay, relax and let it go, and then try to escape the next position. That's Jiu-Jitsu, right? So yep, that's my realization, and sorry. And I hope my realization serve as a tip for all of you. Not trying to teach nobody nothing. Okay, I'm just a white belt, as you know. Just sharing my realizations along the way. What do you guys think? Share with me your thoughts and comments on this issue as well. This is Kawasan Gracie Istanbul Team Ground Pound. I am Limpeh. See you guys next time. Annyeong.